Morning guys, so I've just got up, gonna make myself some breakfast, make myself some cereal, got the telly on to watch a bit of TV while I have something to eat, switch the Christmas lights all on in here, and I've switched on the light in the dining room so that my computer, I've got to give it time to boot up because it's had updates to install, so it's probably going to take about 10-15 minutes to update, to switch on, so it can do that while I'm having breakfast. I've set myself 2 tasks today. I'm going to revise solicitors' accounts and bath the dog, or shower the dog. They're both tasks that I've really been putting off because solicitors' accounts is well, I find it the hardest topic we do, and I know there was a general consensus among our class that we hated it. Bless us, even our tutor, she was like, you know, I really dislike this topic and this is why we are really nice to the accountants at solicitors firms. Yeah, so it's hard. I chose a wordy subject. I chose a subject with essays and words, not a subject with numbers. So to start doing accounting is not fun, especially when it then turns into double entry bookkeeping. So yeah, it's a task. So, but it needs revising. So I'm gonna revise that today and showering the dog. That turns out into a war between the two of us. We'll see who's victorious. So yeah. But I've promised myself if I get both these tasks done today, I'll set time aside tonight to watch one of my favourite Christmas films. So we will see. Wish me luck. So the dog is just outside. He's following me around, which is great because I'm going to attempt to now give him a shower. Let's see how that goes. He doesn't like showers. It's hard enough to do on your own. Plus with this new shower, we can't bring the nozzle down to his height. It's the first time I'm doing it with the new shower, so I'm going to have to do it without being able to bring the nozzle down to him. Try not to get completely soaked. He is really not going to like me for the rest of the evening. But, you know, he needs showering. And I am being nice. His towel is on the radiator here. I've just turned the heating on, so it's lovely and warm when he gets out of the shower, and I've put his towel on the radiator so it'll warm up and be nice and toasty warm for when he gets out. Let's see how this is gonna go. Dear Santa, tell me that you'll make it here in time. Yeah, this boy is on my mind, the number one thing on my wish list. Oh Santa, tell me you know that I've been good. I put the lights up just for you. You're the only one who can make my dreams come true. I could see the end until he looked my way. I used to be blue, now I'm brand new, all wrapped up in red. I keep on dreaming of his face. He just melts my heart away. I'm all glittery 'cause he makes it feel like Christmas every day. Now the winter's here to stay. All I want is this embrace. Maybe it's crazy, but he makes it feel like Christmas every day. Dear Santa, hurry through this sparkly winter night. Hi everyone, so it is evening now. The bath and the dog, showering the dog turned into a colossal stress, and I'll go into that later when I show you him. But I've nearly finished this bauble now. You can actually really see the design on it, and I think it is really pretty. I really do like it. Here's the dog off. Gonna jump down. Yeah, so this one is my 6th one, and yeah, I could probably sit up here tonight, get it finished, and so it's like, you know, ready for tomorrow. But to be honest, I've got to then like do the loop on it, and I just want to go to bed. So I'm like, you know what, I can do in the morning, and yeah, we'll get that one finished. But yeah, I really do like it. Isn't that gorgeous, that one? I've disconnected the white now, so it is just the red. I really like it. I really think it is pretty. So yeah, I'm really loving getting these done, and I'm glad I'm actually starting to make my way through the book. I mean, that's 6 out of 55, so I've still got a long way to go, but progress is progress. So we're getting there. You know, as the whole old saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day, so yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. And just take each day at a time. I say each day at a time, but it's each bauble at a time, isn't it? Rather than each day. So, yeah, it's just going around, getting them done, and I'm actually really enjoying it, and it's helping get into the Christmas spirit. And because I've not been able to knit or crochet that much this year, it's getting me back into enjoying it again, and getting me back into, you know, crafting. And because it's those little things and they're getting finished, you know, within a couple of days each, I'm getting that satisfaction of, you know, getting things finished. And yeah, really enjoying doing them, and I'm glad I picked them up. I was having a little look at some Arne and Carlos's other patterns that they've got on their website. Oh my gosh, they've got so many baubles. I'm like, just stick with these 55 and we'll see how we go from there. But yeah, as I said, the next job I had today, the main job I had today, the main task was was showering the dog. Oh my gosh, she did not make it easy. So we have the shower, and because the tubing on it, like the hose, whatever it is on it, is not that long, because of how short the dog is, I can't like hold it down and bring it down to like his height from where it's connected on connected to the wall. The hose is not long enough, so I had to basically guide the dog under, like have the shower up like what I'd use it as, and like guide him under it. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I had to guide him under it. He was not happy, and because we've got like quite a long walk-in shower, so you know, the dog figured out if he went and stood at one end, I couldn't reach him. And the first time he did it, he went and stood in the other end of the shower, and I tried to reach out, couldn't grab him, so I had to lean over and leant over too much. The whole of the right half of my body got soaked. I was under the shower completely. I was like, great. So eventually managed to get him done. He soaked me so much I might as well just put the shampoo on my head and got myself showered at the same time. I got so soaked on that shower, like, yeah, I was absolutely drenched at the end of it. And at the end, the pièce de résistance was squatting in the shower, the complete right side of me is completely soaking wet. I then stand up thinking, thank God this is over, and go to reach and press the button to turn the shower off. Now, as I've been stood there squatting, my legs are a bit apart. So when I've stood up, my body's moved out the way, so there's a gap. My legs are the gap between my legs. This little elderly dog, right? Buddy is like, I think he's about 14, right? This little elderly dog turned into Usain Bolt, darted through my legs, and was doing laps around the floor of the bathroom. Bear in mind, our bathroom's not that big. We've got a really small bathroom, and he's doing laps and laps on the floor, and literally, you might as well have just been stood in the one spot and just spinning, because it's not a big space. So anyway, he's going round and round and round and round all over the floor. The floor was completely drenched, to the point where I went up there with the mop and the mop bucket, and the mop was bone dry, so I squeezed up and still loads of water on the floor. Had to drain this mop 2 times while trying to get all the water off the floor. he was testing me today and he nearly won. Very nearly won. So when I went and took him into my dad's room, I didn't do him in my dad's room because it wouldn't have got my bed wet. I did it in my dad's room because I'm in the loft and there's no heating up in the loft. And it was going to be very, very unfair on him. Not that he deserved for me, to be fair, the way he just treated me in that shower. So, yeah, I went and did it in my dad's room and I put on the film Nativity. It's one of my favourite Christmas films. I watched it for the first time a few years ago, absolutely loved it, and now I watch it every Christmas. I need to watch the other Nativities. I think the second one's got David Tennant in it. So yeah, need to check it out. But anyway, let's show you the dog. Buddy, can we stop chewing the paw? Hiya, I'm here. Hi here, see, hello. So Buddy's still really mad at me. He's on a bit of a protest. I've tried buttering him up. Not that he deserves it the way he's been in the shower. No, because you're a little bugger in the shower, yes. But I've been giving him treats, you know, stuff like that. And I'll go and offer him it. He will take it. And then he'd run over to my dad and be like, no, not interested in you. Screw you. And yeah, so he's not happy with me. He maintains that he did not need a shower. He maintains that he looked perfectly fine before. But I think we can all agree he does look 10 times better now. Yes, mate, you do. Mwah. I love you, but you did look like a bit of a scruff. Yes. But anyway, so we're about to hop off to bed. We'll see how long this lasts, because I've got a feeling that because we're getting a lot of rainy weather over the weekend, he is going to try and get as dirty as he can in the garden. Again, as a bit of a screw you for giving him a shower, because he really doesn't like it. I don't know why. I don't know why we ended up with the only two dogs that hated water. Don't know. I mean, he did get a bit traumatised because he went running on the beach in Rill when he was about 1 or 2. And he took off trying to chase a seagull, trying to have it on with a seagull and fight a seagull. And the seagull just starts flying away and it flies over the water. And Buddy was going boing, boing, boing until he hit the shelf on the beach and then just went into deep water. Went from being ankle deep to well above his head. But he didn't like water before then, so we can't blame the incident with the seagull as to why he doesn't like water. Anyway, I'm rambling on about the crazy dog. Anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope you're all staying safe and taking care. And I hope your day was a lot drier than mine. Bye.